Out here at Meadowlands Golf Club with Mr. Jason Monahan, the general manager. How are you doing?
I'm well. Yourself?
Well, I'm good. As a matter of fact, I'm feeling a little bit flighty. Just from what I've just heard, you guys are bringing love to Meadowlands.
We are. We absolutely are. We're doing everything we can to complement the course, the nature, the surroundings.
Right. So tell everyone this new and I'm sorry, folks. We are going to talk about golf too eventually, but I've just got to start the interview by telling what you guys have done for the birds out here, and it warmed my heart to know that they have a home.
It is. We try to give back to the land that we are so kindly using.
Right.
But in the beginning, mid-March is, I guess, and don't quote me on this for you bird lovers, I'm not an expert, but it's prime mating season for our bluebirds. And being that, like I said, our golf course is built around wetlands and natural, not natural grounds, we try to preserve the environment and make sure the animals are, their homes are not disturbed. So we took an initiative with our members and our staff here, and we put up bluebird houses. We put up between Farmstead and Meadowlands about 30 individual bluebird houses, and they all have to be a certain level off of the ground, a certain height. They all have to be pointing in a specific direction.
Okay.
So you can't just go out there and bang in a birdhouse and call it a day.
Got to do it right.
It was a massive project. We had a good assembling. We had a nice hors d'oeuvre and drink festivity night where we got it all organized. And all the birdhouses are currently installed in the proper direction, the proper height, and there's a lot of chirping going on. So I think the bluebirds are happy.
Well, that's awesome. We talk so much about, grass and trees and sand traps and we talk about wildlife and that it's really pretty to look at, but I guess we don't consider that you guys might have to consider actually keeping them here.
Correct. I mean, there's a lot. You can't just go and cut a course in and call it a day.
Right.
You have to be sure that you don't disturb the natural habitat. And believe it or not, the golf courses are good for the environment. They complement the land. Has something to do with bringing oxygen and increasing oxygen levels.
Right.
You get the watering and all that. So it's, we try to, like I said, we try to give back as much as we take, and that's an important part, especially here at Meadowlands when we have all the wetlands and we're known for that specific niche in the market.
Well, that sounds, it just took me by surprise. I'd never heard of that before. All right, so bluebirds are chirping. We're happy for them.
Right.
It is almost wedding season, right?
Yep.
All right, so out here at Meadowlands, folks, it is a beautiful day. If you're listening on one of our radio apps, we certainly appreciate that. But you're going to want to head over to thegolfdirector.com, click on that big TV box on the right-hand side, and check out the Meadowlands Golf Club March update, so you can see what we're seeing. Lots of people on the putting green behind us, teeing off in the background. It's a full parking lot, Jason.
March has been a great month, and as everybody knows, we were well deserving of good weather. We're on about a 12-day stretch now of no rain. The golfers are here wanting to play golf and enjoying it. We've been close to booked full every day this month, and this is what we're here for. I mean, this is why in '99 I decided to move to the beach area. And this is why folks are vacationing here. You can't beat it. Mid-March, it's 80 degrees, a light breeze in the air, hardly a cloud in the sky. Grass is green. This is a perfect storm for peace and happiness.
I know. As a matter of fact, I need to take your advice on those hair products you were telling me about last time. Your hair's not moving. Mine's blowing all over the place. Well, one thing that we talked about last time was that some of the Canadians, were that normally would come here are not able to come this year because of the value of the dollar, but we are now starting to see some come anyway. I think they're getting the word that it's just too nice.
We are, and we're pleasantly surprised because I was really concerned. We do a significant amount of snowbird traffic between Meadowlands and our sister club Farmstead. As we mentioned in the last video, we do offer a snowbird monthly membership that's all inclusive, and there was a lot of concern with the exchange rate and how much we were going to lose because of it. But when you get a day like this and you ride around the parking lot, you see Canadian plates everywhere. It's good to see. We have received a lot of our faithful snowbirds are back in action. They're here today playing, and we love it. I mean, they are our closest neighbor, and we need their business. We appreciate it, and we're thankful that they choose us.
Well, yes, and some of the weather up north is getting better as well, so as people are getting out, knocking the rust off their game, I know they're making plans to come to Myrtle Beach. One of the great things I love about Meadowlands Golf Club is it is a very traditional course, but it's located in very close proximity to its sister course, right across the street. I say right across the street because it's an easy drive, but less than a mile away, and gives you a link style course. And y'all do offer such great combo packages if someone wants to play both courses or even both in the same day.
We do. It's a great location for a 36-hole experience. As you mentioned, our sister course, Farmstead, is only a mile away. Both Farmstead and Meadowlands, they sit right near the border of North and South Carolina. The sister course, Farmstead, obviously straddling the border. So folks, when they're coming into town on their golf package and exiting, we're a perfect location to stop on the way in or on the way out. You get around to golf in the morning, we can pack you up and ship you across the street for a completely different experience, and it's only a mile away. So it's a great combination, two completely different playing style courses with a Parkland style here and link style across the street, and the conditions are fabulous.
Well, and let's talk a little bit about these greens that you're so well known for. Farmstead definitely has that reputation, and as we were talking, you know, the speeds are getting up there because it's that time of year, but Meadowlands now has the same green structure.
They do, and they now have the same type of greens that Farmstead has. In 2012, as we mentioned previously, Meadowlands went under a renovation, and we completely installed brand new Tiff Eagle Bermuda putting greens here at Meadowlands. And this year we decided to overseed just to make sure that we give the customer that quality putting surface in the March, April, and May time zone during the Bermuda ryegrass transition. Meadowlands, since the installation of the Tiff Eagle greens, has had rave reviews. They're fantastic. They're almost a carbon copy of Farmstead. And the good thing is the superintendents work in close proximity, so you know they can try things out and work together and always challenging each other to improve the putting surface.
I love that. We just got a much needed cloud here, but that's like the only one in the sky today. I love it. I love it. So lots of people driving by, getting ready to go out for their afternoon round. Jason, what can folks look forward to if they are planning a trip, you know, in the spring or summer, if they're not quite here yet? What's the one thing you would tell them they should be looking forward to here at Meadowlands?
One of the great things that people overlook at Meadowlands is we're a golf club that single tees in a market that is notorious for double teeing. For folks that aren't aware of that, a single tee simply means that we tee off on hole 1 at 7:30 in the morning, and every 8 minutes we tee off a group of golfers all the way till 5 o'clock. There is never a break in tee times. It is one consecutive string off of hole 1. When golf courses double tee, you only get 2 blocks of time that you can actually tee off, and it's typically 7:30 to 9:30, and then the course closes until 12 when they tee off from 12 to 2. Here at Meadowlands, those tee times between that 10 and 12 o'clock, where they're hard to find in other clubs, they're available here. Those tee times after 3 o'clock, when other clubs are booked full and the replay options aren't available, they're available here at Meadowlands. So we are an easy location to get your afternoon replays in and get an early morning round to get an afternoon replay somewhere else, at maybe Farmstead.
Also, because we know you're here on vacation, if you don't want to get up so early, you know, it's hard to find an 11 o'clock tee time or 10 o'clock tee time. You're right. So this would be the place to come and do that.
Very difficult, and that is why we decided 3 years ago to go to the single tee, and it's worked out better than we could have expected.
You can tell which of us likes to sleep in, right?
Yeah.
That would be me. Well, I can't let us do an interview without at least asking how your Reds are doing. We all know how Chelsea's doing. We don't have to talk about that. But if you have not heard one of Jason and I's interviews before, we're both huge football fans in the European sense. So how are the Reds doing?
They're coming into their own now. We're making a late push. Top four is within an arm's reach. The squad's come together. They're getting healthy. We've had a lot of injuries and a lot of changes in our team from management to players. So.
Yeah. It happens.
We're making the push. Top 4 is in sight, and we're making a great run in the Europa League. So we're looking forward to it. Next year is going to be awesome.
I just appreciate you not giving me too hard of a time, because I definitely give him a hard time when he's losing. Well, Jason, thank you so much for having me back out. Before we go, tell everybody where they can get more information about this great golf course, pictures, more of these interviews that they can look up, and where they can book tee times.
Absolutely. We'd love for them to check out our website. That's www.meadowlandsgolf.com. Flashing somewhere right around here. If they go on our website, they can get everything from daily rates to daily specials. They can even click on the option on the website to where they can get package quotes if they need accommodations. So really, it's a one-stop shop. They come on, hit our website, and go to our booking engine, and they can get anything that they need from there. Rates are very aggressive at Meadowlands. They're very affordable. Matter of fact, folks, the conditions that you receive do no justice to what you pay.
All right. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Go to their website, www.meadowlandsgolfclub.com.
Meadowlandsgolf.com.
Meadowlandsgolf.com. You will also realize I always do that. Don't put in the club here. Meadowlandsgolf.com. Follow what you see, not what you're hearing. And definitely take the time to look at everything on that website. There's some great information. And Jason, thank you again for having me out. I will look forward to coming back next month so we can give another update.
My pleasure. It's always good having you.
All right. So thank you for helping out the birds as well. Folks, this edition of Tee It Up Grand Strand from Meadowlands Golf Club in Calabash, North Carolina has been produced and broadcast for you by the Zeus Digital Network for thegolfdirector.com.